You step out for a morning run, start a playlist on your phone, and check your pace on your smartwatch. It feels seamless. This entire ecosystem relies on a single technology, Bluetooth. It uses radio waves in the 2.4 GHz frequency band to bridge the gap between your phone and your accessories. But if they use the same standard, why does a pair of wireless earbuds die before the workday is over, while the fitness band on the same wrist lasts for 2 weeks? A 6-hour playback window versus a 14-day standby time represents a massive structural divide. It's the result of how the signal is handled. Bluetooth is no longer a single monolithic technology. Under the same brand name, there are 2 entirely different operating protocols. These 2 tracks, Bluetooth Classic and Bluetooth Low Energy, were designed to solve completely different problems. Purchasing any wireless device requires navigating a physics-bound compromise between data bandwidth and power consumption. Before any data can move, your devices must build a localized, small-scale network called a piconet. In this hierarchy, one device, usually your phone, acts as the master, coordinating communication for up to 7 slave peripherals. During this phase, they exchange identification and generate encryption keys, ensuring the link between phone and watch remains private. The challenge is that the 2.4 GHz frequency is extremely crowded, filled with interference from Wi-Fi routers, microwaves, and other electronics. To maintain a connection, Bluetooth shifts across 79 distinct channels 1,600 times per second. This frequency hopping allows the signal to dodge congestion. This rapid-fire switching guarantees a secure link that survives even in a crowded office. But maintaining that active synchronization, pairing security, and constant frequency hopping establishes a baseline power drain. Your device is using energy just to stay connected before it sends a single byte of useful data. Bluetooth Classic was engineered specifically for heavy lifting, moving large amounts of continuous data without any interruption. When streaming music, the architecture converts files into digital packets, transmitting them as an unbroken stream. High-bandwidth application profiles like A2DP handle this continuous demand, resulting in flawless playback and the high-fidelity experience users expect from modern headphones. The trade-off is that sustaining this dense, continuous data pipe requires massive, constant power consumption. Because the radio stays active to maintain the stream, designers are forced into a corner. They either have to include heavy, bulky batteries or accept that the device will only last a few hours. Bluetooth Classic is a protocol that prioritizes the data stream and connection stability over the total longevity of the device. Bluetooth Low Energy, or BLE, operates on a completely different philosophy. It is built for endurance, not intensity. Instead of an unbroken stream, BLE uses intermittent bursts. A data spike lasts a millisecond before dropping dormant. Devices spend the vast majority of time asleep, waking only to send a small heart rate number before shutting down the radio. This architecture allows fitness bands and smart home sensors to run for weeks or even months on a single coin cell battery. The cost of this efficiency is a severe limit on bandwidth. BLE is physically incapable of streaming high-quality music or handling large photo transfers. The pipe is simply too small for that kind of data. By sacrificing bandwidth for survival, BLE has become the essential backbone of the wearable and smart home ecosystem. Most frustration with battery life stems from a misunderstanding of which protocol a device is actually using. Comparing these 2 tracks across architecture and power draw reveals the choices manufacturers make. One provides a continuous connection for heavy data, while the other uses intermittent bursts. This leads to high, sustained battery drain versus ultra-low consumption lasting weeks. You can apply this framework whenever you are looking at new tech specs. We can map these options by weighing data bandwidth against battery life. Performance-first devices like wireless headphones live in the high bandwidth quadrant, relying on Bluetooth Classic. Efficiency-first devices like fitness trackers occupy the low bandwidth quadrant, strictly using BLE. Watch out for feature creep in your tech. If you buy a smartwatch that allows you to take phone calls, it has to activate Bluetooth Classic to handle the audio, which will immediately tank the long battery life you get from its normal BLE mode. Bluetooth is a negotiated compromise between speed and survival. Recognizing which side of that compromise a device lives on allows you to set realistic expectations for how long it will actually last.